Hi, this is Jacob Baugh, Jacob's Ladder with Team Cardhoarder, here for the first round with our Mad Moon deck. And this hand is great. The perfect emphasis of playing two cards you never want to, or three cards that you never want to draw in your opener. We're going to go ahead and give this one a quick mulligan. Can't really feasibly keep this hand. It's basically a mull to 5, and it makes our other cards just strictly worse. So go ahead and mulligan that one. This hand looks much better, so go and keep that one. Visions to hopefully find a counterspell or some early interaction. Oh, we found Lanther Scry, so keep our remand on top. And have a turn 3 Blood Moon. Hopefully that's good against our opponent. Our opponent does have Moon in their name, so could be a tell, but who knows. Opponent is tanking on their Scry. Alright. Just lead on the... kind of want to lead on bluffs. Yeah, I don't want to shuffle away my cards, so I'm just going to have to lead on bluffs. Just draw my remand and then get the Scry too. It's awkward that I don't know if I want lightning bolts. I'm just gonna assume that lightning bolt will be a good card, and I'm gonna go ahead and top the Scolding Tarn because I know I want another land eventually, and if I don't particularly want it immediately, I can shuffle it away. So, but we'll see how it works out. Delver, okay. I think we have a bolt for that. I'm going to go ahead and just keep the land. I kind of want to entice my opponent to counter my lightning bolts, potentially, so I can land a Blood Moon the next turn. Yeah, I think that'll work better in the long run. By just passing and hoping they counter my lightning bolt, then I can land Blood Moon into Experiment. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and bolt it now. See if my opponent wants to mana leak it. Nope. Did not take the bait. Looks like they might be casting something else. Visions, okay. I don't think I need to worry about Spell Pierce, so I think I'm just going to try and I'm going to draw my land and just cast a Blood Moon, and hopefully that's good enough. With the ability to cast Madcap on the next turn, and keep with my land on top, I'm not going to shuffle away. So, yeah, another Delver. That's fine. Right. Alright, opponent is on mono red, so mana leak. It's good to know if they have a basic island that they have that. have mountains. You cannot cast blue spells. Okay. Right. We should be able to shore up this game now. Opponent could have a bunch of lightning bolts. If they have double bolts, they can kill my Emperion, so probably should just kill this thing. And put my opponent on pretty much a turn 2 clock, but alright. It's at 1. I'm just going to hold my lands. Alright. Alright, so we're against Grixis. Pretty sure we want Dispels to fight their counter spells. Kind of like Pyroclasm in case they have... I guess I can just board in Staticaster. It's probably better. Remain's pretty lackluster. I guess if they're on anglers and stuff like that, I want that. Spell Snare's pretty medium. Much rather have a card like Dispel. I want this Keranos most likely. I don't think I really want these either. I don't really have any answers to their threats if they actually land them, which is maybe an oversight. Maybe I should have played something like Harvest Pyre or like a Roast or something like that on the sideboard, but I just want negates over Remands, but I'm not sure. Maybe I just want Pias. Not for sure. I don't know if I probably don't need all these burn spells. So maybe I just do this. Because of how bad they are against like Angler and Tassiger. So you just like doing that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't know if it's right to board out a bolt, but First Lightning for sure is going, but not sure if the Lavamancer is good enough. Sand looks fine. I don't have a blue source if I have a Blood Moon, which is kind of awkward, but I don't have a Blood Moon right now, so I have no reason to really mulligan. Touch the basic, makes sense. think I really want any of these. Kind of like Mana Leak, but yeah, just bottom Dispel, I'll keep Mana Leak. I'm gonna die to this Delver. Just don't have any way to answer it in my hand, so. Oh, I flipped it. More awkward. And I have a Spell Pierce. I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to hold up Mana Leak next turn and not fire off my visions. Hopefully snag like an Angler. Do they fetch? So I don't have any real ways to answer this aberration right now. So we could Mana Leak it to take their Spell Pierce out of their hands. Since I don't plan on really holding up. They're going to take this no matter what, and I think I'd rather just use my mana this turn. I don't really want to play a Snapcaster. So I'll just go ahead and Mana Leak that. See if they want to Spell Pierce it. I assume they won't, just because the threat of Blood Moon, but I don't think they really want to get Blood Moon and not have any black sources, so. Because if I have Blood Moon, if they can't take it with this card, so it's really awkward to counter the Mana Leak and let me be able to just slam Blood Moon next turn if I have it. So I imagine they have to just let it resolve, unless they have a basic swamp in their future. And we'll see how our opponent wants to react to it. Oh, they're just going to Spell Pierce it, okay. Lead on Serum Visions. 2 bottoms. This Delver is probably just going to go the distance unless my Viridian Click can successfully trade for it. Top, bottom. shocked with their steam vents. So I'm only not playing anything to that open mana. I'm gonna use all my mana on my opponent's turn. Especially if they want to shock and don't have access to mana like that. I don't want to wait on my click. I'm just gonna fire it off. See what my opponent's got going on over there. Probably just have a bunch of bolts and terminates, but still would like to know. Kolaghan's command. Okay. It's gonna pitch a static caster. It's not doing anything, so. Huh. Maybe young pyromancer. Dreadbore doesn't matter. It's between Young Pyromancer and Snapcaster. I imagine it's just Snapcaster. I guess I could take the Dreadbore. No, Snapcaster is just a better Dreadbore, so just have to take Snapcaster. Wish I had kept that. Oh, well, I drew it a spell. Alright, so my hope is... Oh, wait, Dispel doesn't stop Dreadbore. That's really awkward. Sorcery speed removal. So I have to... Hope I draw a Lightning Bolt or something to answer this Insectile Aberration. He is not bad. See if my opponent fetches and plays the Pyromancer again. Imagine he will. But, oh, there's something else. Brutality is fine. Surprise. Oh, he is kickering it. Okay. Going to 2. And they have a Dreadbore as their only card. that's a bad draw, but still okay with my situation at the moment. My opponent pretty much has to Dreadbore my Thopter at the moment, so I can't double block. Unless I draw something like Bolt, then I'm just dead, but and then if I draw a land, I can snap Experiments, start attacking. Yep. Luck. Blocker, I die, so pretty obvious there. What is this? It's like a Snapcaster or something? If it was Snapcaster, I was just dead, so. Medallion Click? Or are they playing like a Tassiger or a Gurmag Angler or something? Yeah, I imagine it had to be one of those, the way they were like debating with their mana. Oh. Revealed lots of cards. Well, I'm dead to a Dreadbore at any time, or Snapcaster Mage at any time, so other than that, it's a really awkward card to draw. I can attack with Imperium and offer the double trade. I think I'd rather just wait. I milled the card that would kill me. Only reason I played the Polluted Delta is because if I draw Blood Moon, it's still a mana source. Alright. Can start attacking now. I imagine I guess they can't really afford to take the trade yet, but they draw a Bolt or something? Okay, that's fine. Wish I had the land to throw a P at the, but I don't, so stupid fetch land. Man, I thought I had that game, like 2 very good draws after each other. It's really awkward that this wasn't Atlantosaurus. If it was, I would have just won this game very easily. deck is exactly how I imagined it. I still think I rather have all of the cards maybe I just want Bolt more than that card. They do have... I have to just keep in Staticaster because I know they have Young Pyromancer. Maybe I'm just supposed to have Pyroclasms and not these Remains. Maybe I'm just supposed to have Pyroclasm and less Bolt. Let's do that. Could board out the Blood Moons as well, since my opponent's going to play around it, but still turning off black mana is pretty huge majority of the time. They don't have that many black fetches, and I'm sure only one basic swamp, so just turning off all their black removal is just worth it, Blood Moon alone. So it's possible I don't want the mana leaks and just want negates, though. That's the only other swap I could make, but being able to counter a Delve creature with mana leak means that it's slightly better. So I'd like to play first. And just an easy mulligan. These cards really like to follow me. Alright, this is keep. It's like the third, and played 3 games with this deck, and I've had double Imperium in my hand multiple times. It's really, really awkward. Opponent is in the tank about their 7. That's fine. Do I want that many more lands? Yeah, probably. Should I just be greedy and bottom both? Yeah, it's probably right. I need to find a way to kill their early pressure, and this hand just doesn't have that, so I think I need to be pretty aggressive with my Vision Scrying. Okay. I don't want to fetch next turn because I don't want to shuffle my scries away, so I'll probably just play my island. Even though I could get tap Scolding Tarn value, but most likely I just want to get a basic island with that, so. My opponent doesn't have any pressure. Well, I'm glad I bought him those lands. F6, even if my opponent does Thought Scour themselves, I don't even care. They can do that all they want. I'm not going to mana like that. Question is, do I want to snap Visions next turn? Opponent doesn't have anything going on, but this mana leak's going to get probably a lot worse if I snap Visions. But I don't don't really want to just like do nothing while they just play a bunch of cantrips and sculpt their perfect hand. So I think I need to just cast Snap. But we'll see what my opponent does. Well, yeah, I'm fine just burning my Mana Leak, and then I don't have any debate. Next turn I can just Snap Visions. It's really awkward. Their land. There's no way that spell's going to resolve, but still going to keep it. Even though my opponent knows I have Scolding Tarn, I still don't want to fetch because I've scryed so many cards. I'd rather just have more potential live draws, even if it does give away the more information. Hope that I have a bunch of lands in my hand. Well, Blood Moon is a bad draw now, which is awkward since they have their basic Swamp. I'm sure they're casting like an Angler or something. Kinda wanna just Cryptic Bounce, draw a card. So they commit and tap out again the next turn. So I can potentially land a Keranos. I'm not sure if that's correct. I'm just gonna do it. Me holding up this Cryptic. Well, that's a good draw at least. Just play Sorcery Speed to play around their counter spells. But tap line's good for me, so if they redeploy their Angler, I can just jam a Keranos. We get a jam Keranos. He's not bad either. Opponent doesn't have a red mana, which is really weird. I'm sure they have another fetch in their hand or they wouldn't have fetched this basic Swamp. But who knows? Maybe our opponent just got super greedy with their mana base and cut themselves off red by fetching that basic Swamp. Nope, nope, they got another land. Bolting my Snapcaster. A-okay. Is this a Tasker or something? That's why they did that? Could I have 6 to cast it? Yeah. Okay, makes more sense. So I can Madcap or just cast Pia. Imagine my opponent has many a way to stop my Madcap. And I don't really want to take 9 after they just terminate my thing. So I could shock Snap Cryptic or Tapland Pia. I really don't like the idea of shocking myself, so I think I'm just going to play Pia. And just trump some stuff. The longer this game goes on and I have Keranos, I think the better off I am. It's like a Kolaghan's command or something. Okay. Take 4, it's too bad. If I can get something like a Dispel, Remand. It's not really what I'm looking for. Just have to fire off Madcap now. So if I think they have Mana Leak, I could still Snapcaster Cryptic. I could cast Madcap. So if I cast Snapcaster and they have a counterspell, how bad is that for me? Probably dead if that happens. Doesn't happen. I'm not sure what's the correct play here. I cast Madcap, burn a removal spell, go to 1, and then I think I'm just going to cast Madcap and hope they don't have cards. So I have the Snap Madcap next turn. It's fired off again. And if they only have like one removal spell that costs red, I can remand this. So if they had a counter spell, I felt like they would have played it on my... Oh, they have Dispel, okay. They couldn't play it on that, so makes sense. Looks like I'm going to 1. So I can Cryptic, hope to chump, or Madcap, and hope they don't have it. Yeah, I think it's just Madcap and hope. Top card of my library. Alright. Dead to any removal spell. This is a cut. Yeah. We're dead. They had everything they needed there, just had no lightning bolts. So if I had gone for the Cryptic play, I was still dead. I guess I could have gone for Cryptic on their turn, but I think I'm just not winning the game if I let that happen. Needed to draw some Dispels, and I did not. There's a lightning bolt that would have killed one of those stupid things. Alright. Well, it's on to the next one, I guess.